I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Democratic People's Republic of Korea. You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, the crisis in the Republic of Syria is aggravated. Terrorism is rising. The country is being destroyed, and the people are dying in the middle of the armed conflict. As a whole, it has dangerous and negative impact on the regional peace and security of the Middle East. Regarding the situation in Syria, on behalf of the delegation of the DPRK, I'd like to clarify the position of the DPRK. One, the situation in Syria should be settled on the principle of respect for sovereignty. Respect for sovereignty is the fundamental key element in the sound international relations. It is one of the fundamental elements and the UN Charter, and every sovereign state should be respected in terms of its sovereignty. And Syria is not exception in this case. Syrian government is a legitimate government elected democratically. In this regard, the DPRK delegation would like to draw particular attention to the issue of military attack by Israel, which occurred just recently. This military attack was conducted, as everyone knows, with the encouraging support of one UN Security Council permanent member, the United States. This is flagrant violation and infringed upon the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Syria, and it is rampant violation of international law. DPRK supported the NAM statement condemning this military act and asking the UN Security Council to take immediate action. And DPRK firmly believes leaving this kind of rampant violation of international law and acts of aggression untouched, undiscussed in the Security Council, it will only have negative impact in the confidence and image of the Security Council, whose mandate and mission is the peace and security of the world. Number two, the situation in Syria should be settled on the principle of non-interference. This is an issue belonging totally and ultimately to the internal issue of Syria. And this is an issue to be settled by the people of Syria themselves in their best interests. And interference from external factors will only aggravate the situation without giving any clue of settling peacefully. And the ongoing armed conflict was not the status at the beginning of this problem. In the middle of dragging on for 2 years, this has taken on the current stage of armed conflict, and basically it is due to the outside external element interfering into the internal affairs of this country. Number three, this situation should be settled through political means. When you say political means, it means the dialogue and diplomatic means. It should be political dialogue, very inclusive, and Syrian people-led. And regime change is not a solution. It will only increase the problem and aggravate without any hope of settling the issue. Under this principle, the DPRK delegation will vote against. I thank you, Mr. President.